The fox had a great secret. He was a naturally gifted painter. Colors were his dreams, and his brush strokes were like the unique rhythm of his soul. Art was not a responsibility for him, but a unique world where he was free. In those moments, the fox simply took great pleasure in painting. He never even considered how good he was or what others might think. The cold wind of comparison. And then came the moment when the fox compared his own image with the image created by the owl. He looked at the work of art created by the owl, which all the animals in the forest considered perfect, meticulously calculated down to the last millimeter, possessing a unique beauty. And in that moment, he felt a cold wind that froze his excitement and talent, sending a chill down the fox's spine. Suddenly, that painful voice inside whispered, "What I've done is so messy. This isn't real art." The brush becoming heavy. The fox failed to deliver the crucial first blow. Comparison had stripped the art of pleasure and transformed it into a terrifying expectation. The fox was no longer afraid of creating something, but of making a mistake. The pressure on him was so great that even his favorite colors had become terrifying threats in his eyes. The colors of his soul were slowly fading away, blocking the talent. And in the end, fear prevailed. The fox thought, if I'm going to paint badly, I shouldn't paint at all. To protect his talent from criticism and his own expectations, he hid it completely. At that moment, the fox had locked himself in a box. He locked the materials he used for painting in the box. That corner of his life turned into a large and insurmountable wall of helplessness. Trapped in a gray world.
Days, weeks passed. The fox was stuck in that gray room. He was protecting himself, yes. Now no one could criticize his art, and he wouldn't have to look at the owl's perfect painting. But the life behind the protective wall was empty. The excitement within him had slowly faded because he had stopped using his talent. The fox felt both safe and lost at the same time. Back to basics, pen. The fox found something too small to lock in that big box. A pencil. Without the pressure of that big canvas, that huge criticism, the fox simply made a doodle. The fox had no plan, no goal, only the simple movements of his hand on the paper. In that moment, he remembered that talent lay not in greatness, but in the simple joy of doing. Joy and flow. The fox had freed himself from the pressure of the great work he had initially undertaken. He started again with small, simple steps. His talent only emerged when he felt comfortable. Those little doodles brought back the enthusiasm he had lost. Because the greatest work is those moments when you constantly create and enjoy yourself. Talent is reborn. The fox had freed itself from the pressure that the great work had placed on its shoulders. It started again with small, simple steps. Its talent only emerged when it allowed itself to create for its own sake. Those little scribbles brought back the excitement it had lost. Because the greatest work is those moments you constantly create and enjoy. Hope and completion. The fox did not open that big chest. There was no need to. Because he knew that the key to creativity was not in expensive paints, large canvases, or the admiration of others. The key was in giving oneself permission to start over without pressure. And that day, the fox made his greatest painting, a painting of believing in himself. Are you keeping your talent under lock and key too? Stop comparing and start with a simple doodle. Now subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. Remember, the greatest masterpiece is the little steps you take consistently and enjoy.